Today, friends, this is the BMW Mate. Yes, I said it. Mate. Listen, this car, this is the perfect BMW. It's a BMW with a V8, lots of power. It's got the proper grille. That's a little bit bigger, but like it ain't like the pig one. But I am very excited to drive this car today because, in fact, I almost bought one of these. Almost. Alrighty then, let's check this thing out and have a listen as to what it sounds like. It's got a big old V8. It's the best engine. V8 is best. Oh, it sounds... Yeah, it sounds a lot more aggressive than an actual BMW German V8 would sound nowadays. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, 3, 2, 1. A bit of beans. Oh! Oh, this is good. Oh, it feels weighty. I've not even turned the car yet, but this thing feels weighty. I'm not actually sure if that's a good thing. This is a house. What the hell? Yeah, okay, so going... What the... This may possibly be one of the weirdest handling cars from the get-go ever. It feels like an old muscle car. Very, very old muscle car, which is odd. So I actually went with my LC500 instead of this car for a particular few reasons. The M8 Competition wasn't a thing at the time. However, there was the I versions, you know, the inline, but you get the idea. There were the baby ones. Still went with the LC. Why? Honestly, one of the first things that put me off, can we see? We gotta hope that drone mode or photo mode is gonna let us see. Can we? Balls! Oh, it doesn't have it. So on the one I saw, the shifter was like a little crystal. It was off. I hated it. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, no. This does not suit me at all. I could make funny meme and call this BMW Mate, and I could have got a Mate plate. However, I know it's going to look 20 years old in about 3 years. It doesn't sound horrendous, however. It sounds pretty good. In fact, it probably sounds better than it does on the actual, version. Which is fine. There's no problem. It's how cars are today. But nonetheless, you want to see the customization. You want to know what this thing can do. I definitely do as well, because so far, I'm not exactly sure if it's really doing much for me. Now, if you've actually taken a little break from Forza Horizon, I highly recommend you come back for this month. I was taking a little break from Forza because I'd had maybe a bit too much, but the 911 GT3 is coming out next week. That is awesome. We've got some incredible cars coming out for this. And of course, we've also got the Car Pass cars. For example, this is one of them. We've got an RS3 sedan, which is the American popular one. I don't know what. And we've also got an RS5 coupe, which is cool because I even know Ali A was asking me where the new Audis were. So there you go. And yeah, it looks pretty good this month. Anyway, it is time to unlock the juices within this car. The reason this is so cool to me, and the reason I even considered it against a Lexus, even though you guys know I love the Lexus brand, turbo powers. Big power, which is something that, well, the LC doesn't really have. In today's world, the LC is quite low power. We've actually got customization. I did not expect that. So we've changed the grille and we've made a more aggressive front end. That actually looks really freaking cool. The rear, we've got a spoiler customization. Well, that looks horrendous. That is the stupidest little thing I've ever seen in my life. We can remove the wing, or we can have the Forza wing. In a very particularly odd day, I'm gonna say that the Forza wing actually looks pretty good, and that wing is crap. I feel terrible, but we're doing it. I don't care. Rear bumper customization, let's have a look. We can make it much more beefy. That's pretty cool. Honestly, this is definitely like spicing this car up and making it a lot more aggressive looking. I really like how this car looks. I think it looks really good, but I don't think it really matches the LC's kind of presence. Now, engine-wise, of course, we already know this thing is a big boy. We have got ourselves stock powertrain, which already makes us, well, about 700 horses, isn't it? 617. It's actually not that much more than the LC. I thought it was more. It does weigh the same as the LC, which has always been a bit of a problem. Oh my God, really? Can we stop putting this engine in everything at the same time? Can we not? Can we not? We've also got a V10, which if it had a V10, I don't think it would have been a question. I think if they went old BMW ways, like they used to put V10s in like stupid cars that shouldn't have V10s, it would have been no question. I would have put a V10. No question. We're going to put some tires on. We're going to do all the upgrades necessary. I kind of want to keep the standard engine for now. I am very tempted to swap in the V10, as I said. However, V8, I love both, okay? I'm lost. My heart doesn't know which way to go. Get the fitment in check. It's looking pretty good. But the twin-turbo V8 in this thing is one of the only reason I would have picked this over the LC. The engine, of course, as soon as the people start playing with it, as soon as it's BMW, you already know it's gonna get unlocked and people are gonna do the nutty. We're already S1 and we've only just started to touch the performance upgrade. Again, I say that, the engine upgrade. I didn't want to at the same time, but I thought I'd leave it to last. We're gonna squeeze as much power out of this thing as humanly possible and make it scream and maybe make me regret my decision. That's a lie, I won't. It's fine. Bringing us to S2 right at the beginning with literally skyline weight with 893 horsepower. That's actually not a lot in my head. The internet has ruined us. 1,000 horsepower is too much. All right, let's smoke these boys up and have a see. Honestly, the red looks really freaking good. The interior, as well as another thing that the LC definitely does better. And I'm comparing it to it, but this is a class ahead. But just something about it. All right, let's shut that off and see what we get when we put the power down. I only put the sports gearbox in here just because it didn't really make sense to do anything more than that. It would reduce the acceleration, which is not something you want with this car. It's still heavy. Like, it's still such a big car, but instantly feels much more point and shoot. And I understand how they could have released it like that. There's no way that the actual thing drives so boat-like and then gets fixed by some nice tires and suspension. They would not. No way. Now, my plan was to really see what this top speed was going to be like, but we've kind of already hit basically where it'll be. Yes, we're just breaking 200. I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. I was expecting more from this thing. We didn't drop that much weight considering, and we really would expect more from a twin-turbo V8 like this. In my head, the twin-turbo V8 should be miles better than a normal NA V8, but to be honest, I think I prefer the characteristics of an NA V8 by quite a significant margin. Huh. Dodged a bullet then. Now, for someone that doesn't particularly love the BMW brand, I do like a lot of BMWs, don't I? Yeah. It kind of doesn't really line up properly, to be honest. So let's jump in and go for an engine swap. Now, of course, as I want to throw in the V10, but there's no way it's going to make more power than this. There's just no way on earth. So I think we're going to do it. We're going to go full power build. We're going to see as much as possible out of this thing. We're already into S2. And yeah, upgrade the turbo. Mate, this thing is going to be pretty quick. So what do we got? We've got 940, 1200 horsepower, and actually 3 kg less. Can I just say, this feels wrong. However, it's pretty stable. In fact, it might be, I would say I can feel the lightness. That's a downright lie. I can't tell a bloody difference. Oh yes, I can feel that 3 kg less. Yes, it doesn't feel like it has an extra 3 kilograms less than there at all. We've already smashed the top speed of the previous build. Mate, this is so much better. But I don't like it. I'm not a fan. It's not going to be the quickest car. No matter what we bloody do to this thing, it's still fat. Okay? It's a fat car. It's European. It's got European crash standards. It's fat. No offense. No offense. Doesn't steer very well at 200 miles an hour. No crap! What did you expect? All right, let's do what we were supposed to do from the beginning. You know, this is slowly becoming the most expensive mate to ever exist. This mate is so expensive. My mate is so expensive. What the frick are you doing, BMW? Now, here's the thing I was hoping for. Attaching aspiration. That is going to kind of make or break this build. If that was not there, I was kind of expecting the 2J to dominate. However, there is a slither of a chance that it's not going to come close. Hey, we're trying. God damn it, we're so close. How can you do this? That's so annoying. That is so annoying. At least we can actually upgrade the gearbox and get 1 extra point. What an absolute disgrace. So yeah, we are down in every way. However, it will sound better. It's just how it is. Let's begin this week of Germanness and test it out on the track. Say begin. We've started the video quite a bit ago. Look at these stupid Jag. Don't care. I sleep. We're all about Big Bimmer. Simmer in my fat, overweight Bimmer. Carter got so fat, my guys. But, you know, I accept the extra weight now that it sounds like this. This is how it should have been. I don't know why the M8 came with a twin-turbo V8. I sleep. It should have had a big spoolie V10. Yeah, turbo V10. It should have done it. Okay, maybe that's not quite sensible in this day and age. But I don't care. This is the last chance we get to have these cool cars. And of course, if I can whack a V10, V12 in there, like BMW used to be cooler. They used to put V10s into things that just should not have V10s. I'm pretty sure you've all seen the TikTok recently and the videos of that BMW wagon with a big old V10 in it. It sounds insane. It has no right to have that displacement, that engine in there. This thing feels so much better. We've in fact added weight, but somehow it actually feels more planted, more sturdy, to the point how it kind of should be almost. I'm a fan. I like it. I'm glad that I kind of avoided not getting it. Avoided getting it. However, I do think it's a really cool car, and I would probably have enjoyed it too. However, the muffled BMW noises of today, I guess it's a V8. I would open that up. Open those taps. What do you think? Down in the comments below, do you think you would have gone for an M8 or the LC? The LC is about the same weight. It's down on power, no turbos, better design in my opinion, more timeless. It's going to hold its design. It's always going to look good. This on the interior as well, definitely not as good as the LC. But again, this is probably more tunable. This is more playful. It says that as it understeers into every corner that exists. It's the German way. Unless it's an M3 or an M2. Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time, next week, for the next Forza car. Peace.